gorgeous day in Las Vegas. Quarterfinal action, Oregon State leading San Francisco, but USF getting back in it, Mary, via the long ball.
They sure are. They're 7 for 26 for the game, but in the third quarter, 4 of 10. 5 different players have hit threes. The important thing is to make the zone move. Try to buy yourself some time. That was a thing of beauty and well contested by Reese. But move it. Have patience. If you got to launch from distance, do it. Because right now, nothing is really working in the paint. Just 4 points in the paint yesterday against LMU. They had 28. And look at the game summary.
What jumps out at you, partner?
Well, I think just that, Oregon State goes through some droughts, and we know that's going to happen. And the ability of USF to take advantage of that. Can Fajeda get it going again?
Had 17 in the first half, 0 in the third quarter. Ball poked away. Good defense by Vucic.
Back in man-to-man, out of the zone. Probably Goodbauer with the calls. They're like, let's get on the same page. Stagger screen.
Well run, well played. Keita and one.
I'm going to throw luck in there a little bit because that release was so quick. Let's run it. Stagger. Run your teammate, your opponent into those screens. Late arrival by Reese, the foul. And just a beautiful job getting that shot up while being fouled.
That's Bolden's 4th three-point play for Keita.
Second time that they have been within 5.
6 points now for Keita.
Down screen for Murat.
Can Reese wake up? How about AJ? Cat has been quiet in this second half. There's the pick for Murat. Reese? The travel? Yes. I don't think Reese was expecting that pass.
Yeah, and when it did arrive, it was in a crowd and just nowhere for Reese to come down with it. And Scott Rourke says, let's get organized as he conversates with the official.
So we'll take a quick break. 46-41. San Francisco trailed by 17 at one point in the third. Look what we got now. Back into this thing. Only now trailing by 5. It's the closest they've been since right when the second quarter began. But, Mara, this is the perfect time to look at the hell of a good dip dish of the game moments ago.
And it's all keyed off just ball movement. Just a beautiful job. Bodies are moving. The basketball's moving. But the sensational thread-the-needle pass. Vucic to Keita. But the catch by Keita and the focus as she's getting fouled. And you make the free throw. Here come the Dons. They have outscored since the big lead. OSU 22-10.
Wow. The closest USF has been since it was 14-10 early in the second. Vucic, yes! Vucic, who did not play against LMU yesterday, drills the triple. Murat, jab step. Finally, AJ. Got ourselves a game, and at one point it looked like an Oregon State rout up by 17. Worth, lots of contact. We're going to go the other way. No foul.
Heidi with the block.
I think that's her 3rd rejection of the game.
That was a great shot by Murat. Just come right back and just send the message. We are in charge.
Heidi had something to say about that. Number 5 in the conference in rejections. Number 1 in field goal percentage. When she's this deep, she's usually automatic, just a little out of the comfort zone.
Yeah, they made her spin and think and adjust.
48-44, tons of time left in this pivotal fourth quarter.
Oregon State got out of that man-to-man in a hurry.
Heidi with another slap and rejection. The ball stays with this USF bunch.
We're just like, all right. I thought it might give it a try. It was not there. Nice idea, the step back, but just too much size at 6'7".
4 blocks now for Heidi. The career high is 8, if you're wondering. Oh, boy. Okay, so there's Schuler with her 4th foul, and Mary fouling the shooter from beyond the arc.
What a great job of getting your shooter open, because the ball comes into the post and no concept and no thought of going to the bucket with it. It's all about finding an open shooter you're looking at.
So 3 tosses for Ziaka. And while I've got a second, she's got a couple more. I want to remind you that you can stay right here after the game for the WCC Championship Central Show right here on ESPN+. We'll have all the highlights, hear from coaches, preview the upcoming games. Presented by Sterling Global Financial, an official partner of West Coast Conference Basketball in Las Vegas. Mary, I was reading the whole time. Did she get all 3?
She sure did.
All right. Thank you, partner. All right, 48-47. Are you kidding me, Mary Murphy?
I'm battling back from a 17-point deficit.
Foul away from the ball. Fajeda's path.
Just her aggressiveness on this cut on the play is what created the contact, because the focus is not to let Fajeda get those touches.
Leachy with her 3rd. Knocking Fajeda off her path, but she gets nicked. Remember, Kat just sizzling hot in that first half with the 17 points and 3 triples. Murat back rimming off. Chawali Porta, she's going to find Leachy. Here comes USF.
Since halftime, Oregon State 4 of 12, 1 of 3 from distance.
USF fans are up. Again, as Mary mentioned, down 17. USF in the 3rd quarter. 10 on the shot clock. Inside look, turnover, good hands, Fajeda.
Just too stagnant against the zone.
An opportunity wasted for USF to grab that lead. We haven't said that since the 1st quarter. Reese, and now Fajeda.
Elevator play for Murat.
Boom.
It is Murat time. She's been quiet the whole game. The senior.
Just quiet to your point, Mary. And big buckets here in the 4th quarter, 51-47. Let's see if USF has the answer. Vucic. Extra pass, Reese from behind with the block.
Just a beautiful job running this play. Schuler, elevator, in rhythm. Murat's 2nd 3 of the game, and the emotion.
She's clutch. Man, is she clutch. Reese still impacting the game, hasn't scored. Big block there. 4 on the shot clock for Fulcher. You got to put it up. Ziaka. Angeliki.
Ice water in the veins of this San Francisco team. They will not go quietly.
The Greek international, just a yearling, pulling the trigger. Schuler, can she answer? Short, and then coaxes it in.
She sure did coax it. She just kind of stood there like, you know you want to drop.
It's watching that putt, hang on the lip and go down. Oh, what a fun game this has turned out to be. Quarterfinal action, game number 1 here at the Orleans Arena. 10 on the shot clock for Ziaka. Now Vucic, long way away from the hoop. Steph Curry, yeah. We are tied. What?
Take a step back. What the heck?
Mia Vucic. Croatia, so many internationals on this USF team.
Keep in mind, she didn't play yesterday. She's got plenty of energy. The rest of them, I don't know. Offensive foul on Heidi.
Wow. So Heidi gets nicked for her 4th.
Distance, bottoms up, the bench. Oh, yeah. Right back at you, Schuler. Please go in. I mean it. There you go. And then better stay with me. Oh, my goodness.
I just love seeing her healthy, transfer from Kansas. So many injuries last year to this club, including to Vucic.
They found her.
Yeah, they sure do. And USF has a chance to take its first lead since 10-8 late in the first quarter.
See, the problem for Oregon State right now is you're looking up at that scoreboard going, what the heck has happened? We were firmly in control of this ball game, and now it's tied, and you might lose the lead here. And you really just have to dig in and get focused again, especially on the offensive end.
Worth now 7 for 7 from the charity stripe. More Credit Union 1 West Coast Conference Basketball Championship action coming up next. Going to be a great one. Washington State Pacific. Okay, 55-53 USF. First lead since 10-8 in the first quarter. And Oregon State wants to regroup.
I think that's a great word for what they need to do. This quarter, plus 10, San Francisco. Third quarter, plus 12, San Francisco. The 5th seed, San Francisco, who had a tough game yesterday here against a very different, a dynamic LMU squad. While Oregon State was in town, practicing and getting ready for this one. The fresh legs, certainly, to the team on the left of your screen, Oregon State. But what a battle by this Don squad.
Mary, 4:31 left. Two great coaches talking to their respective teams. Let's start with Oregon State. You've coached at the highest level. Perhaps what Scott Rueck is telling them.
Just run our stuff. Run it confidently. And defensively, we need to get moving, and we need to communicate. He is great in these situations, and we've talked about it throughout this game. Oregon State has been in an enormous amount of close games throughout this entire season. 6 overtimes. They won 3 of them. They lost 3 of them. So they're accustomed to close games, no doubt. But the winner will move on and play number 1 seeded Gonzaga.
It was just a couple of games ago in the regular season for Oregon State, Mary, where the Beavers went to St. Mary's, led by 20, and ultimately lost that 20-point lead. St. Mary's coming from way back to win it by 3. Now, there's a ton of time left. I'm not trying to jinx anybody. I'm just saying that Oregon State's been in close games. That's one of them, but that was a huge lead blown. The lead is 2 for USF. Oregon State led by 17 in the third. Here's Fajeda looking for her first points of the fourth quarter and third, and she'll go to the line.
So you run some misdirection. Here comes Murad off that weak side screen and high post, and they're bringing her hard to the ball. If Fajeda's at the high post, and as all that action clears through, it's one-on-one coverage as she puts a ball on the floor.
Fulcher whistled for her 4th foul. She'll take a seat. Leachy in. Fajeda again scoreless at this point in the second half.
I mean, you add the intrigue that Oregon State split this year with Gonzaga. And this San Francisco team swept the Zags.
I don't know how long it had been since they could say that, but Fajeda with 2 big tosses, 55 apiece. 4:10 left to go in this fourth quarter. Wow. Now can USF run its stuff?
14 fouls against Oregon State. Next team foul will be free throws.
5 on the shot clock. Vucic stepping back and draws the foul from Bolden. And if it's on Bolden, that's number 5.
It's a huge loss. She was defending the 3, not the drive. And so once she put it on the floor, she was playing catch-up.
Smart play by Vucic.
She had nowhere to go. I mean, as far as shooting the shot.
So Bolden will have a seat. The transfer from LaSalle, Schimmel in, and Vucic doesn't go to the free throw line often.
You think?
I got you. 6 for 8, if I'm not mistaken, going into these tosses
on
the season. Yeah. In double figures. Gets them both.
She's probably taken 1,000 free throws in practice this year for that moment.
And as Mary mentioned, did not play against LMU.
Offensive foul on A.J. Marat.
Wow. And you see Worth clapping her hands. Marat with her third personal foul.
Oregon State needs a defensive stand. They need the momentum switch in this game big time.
The lead is a deuce for USF. And they have the ball.
Moving screen from Worth.
Wow.
As Oregon State gets out of the zone and into man-to-man.
Number 4 on Worth. Wow.
Here's the call.
Looked like Worth took some contact and stumbled back a little bit. They call her. So now a chance for Oregon State to draw even or take the lead.
Marat elevator.
Good job by Leitchi to pick that up. Fajeda.
There was nowhere for Fajeda to go. Reese was posting up down low. She had defense on her.
Ooh, and Worth, if I'm not mistaken, fouls out. We'll make sure of this. Wow. With 3:09 left. My goodness, Mary, this is the last thing that USF was looking for.
Great Freya Worth, 6'1" senior, out of Sweden. First 2 years at the University of Albany before transferring to San Francisco for her final 2 years.
18-8 today. So Worth sits down, the primary offensive target, down low and even outside, gone. Fajeda missing both free throws. Under 3 to go. Who's going to be the scorer for USF? Will they keep shooting from beyond the arc? Why not? Emma short on that shot. Tuwali Porta all by herself. Oh, the drama in this game. 2:40 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Curling around. Marat well defended.
Ooh, great hands. Look out. Ziaka.
Good decision. Put up the stop sign. Wait for reinforcements.
All right, so Ziaka, the freshman out of Greece, taking her time. Schimmel on her, stepping through, not there, follow, not there, big board by Reese. She's tag team, look out.
It's going to be free throws going the other way. And that is just not a great decision by San Francisco. You cannot give away points at this point.
Couldn't agree more.
94 feet from the basket.
So Tuwali Porta picks up that foul.
Will Reese's first points in this ball game be at the free throw line?
Reese, scoreless. She leads this team in scoring at 13 a pop. First point coming via the charity stripe. She's an 83% free throw shooter. Goes to the line more often than anybody wearing Oregon State gear. Makes more than anybody, too. Clutch. And you just wonder where USF's offense is going to come from. They've gotten back in it via the three, but the great Freya Worth has fouled out. Here's Ziaka. Under 2 to go in regulation. We've told you about Oregon State having already played 6 overtime games this season. Vucic, mid-range, Vucic, you bet.
Magic.
Wow. 13 points now for Vucic. Wow. Did not play yesterday against LMU. Schuler strong. And Vucic got her.
Molly Goodenbauer on the sidelines, orchestrating this entire offensive possession. Come off, a stagger screen there, curl around it. You can see Schuler respecting the three. You've got to put it on the floor. Just a beautiful read and react. The 6-foot senior from Croatia.
Free throws, clutch. Schuler gets another one to tie things up. Buck 21 left to go. Got it. Oh my goodness. Oregon State, to remind you, led by 17 in the third quarter. USF refusing to go away. Changing gears. Oh, the block by Reese. How big was that?
It was huge. Hasn't done much on the offensive end, but right now, that's one of the big plays of the game.
Third block and massive for Reese. Less than a minute to go. We are tied. Trip to the semis on the line. Extra pass. The travel will go against Oregon State.
San Francisco's done such an improved job just clogging things up for Fajeda. The drive is just not there. The dish was just not there. We're under a minute.
Siaka, she and Vucic have been fearless. Schuler with the cutoff. Vucic now going against Murat. There's the kick.
Plenty of time.
Vucic with 10 on the shot clock, and Molly Goodenbauer wants a timeout.
A.J. Murat was so close to Vucic. She was just like, no, you are not launching another three.
Well, moments ago, we kind of got into the head and heart of Scott Rulick and Oregon State. How about Molly Goodenbauer now with USF?
Well, they're just looking to run a great set, but you've mentioned it a couple of times, and this is a San Francisco team where Worth basically plays the entire ball game. She's at 35 to 40 minutes every single game. So they have not been in clutch situations where she's not on the floor very often this season. So you're looking for some other heroes, some other people that will step up and be able to make a good decision. And it's usually a break off of a play when defense makes an adjustment where you've got to do something and just be solid and don't turn it over. Get a good look at the bucket.
So out of the timeout, USF has only 9 seconds on the shot clock. Possession arrow favoring the Dons. Fulcher looking for somebody and finally finds Leitchi. You got to hurry, though, if it was Siaka. Surely you know.
Gotta go.
Shot clock violation. So Mary Murphy, shot clock off, game clock at 21.5. Oregon State with the ball. And a timeout now for the Beavers.
You're going to see the ball in Fajeda's hands and let her kind of go to work. You've got Reese as an outstanding option, inside or outside. Bolden has fouled out. A.J. Murat and any kind of off-the-ball movement coming off a stagger, a down screen, whatever you want. We know Murat is best on the right side of the floor.
Bolden out. Heidi, Schuler, both playing with 4.
But Ann, think about at least 2 or 3 game winners. Schuler at the top, putting the ball on the floor, driving and making shots on straight line drives into the paint, getting fouled, not getting fouled. But she's hit a couple of game winners in exactly this situation.
Just huge, Schuler. You know, she sent the game into overtime against Gonzaga with the free throws, and then the game winner against Santa Clara, and she's not afraid of these big moments. Okay.
Schill's on the floor. She's dangerous as the person that inbounds and then steps in looking for 3.
21.5 left to go. Shot clock off, game clock at 15 right here. Oregon State with a chance to win it in regulation.
You want to win or go to overtime if you're Oregon State.
Here's Murat. Reese. Now you got to hurry. It's a busted play. Reese to win it! To win it!
Her only basket of the ball game.
Unbelievable busted play to beat the buzzer. She just kind of launches a shot that didn't look high percentage and finds the bottom of the net. Kelsey Reese.
And at the other end of the court, the absolute profound heartbreak from San Francisco.
We will check and make sure that shot got off in time. but I don't think there was any doubt. Kelsey Reese's one and only bucket. We're looking at it.
Gets creative with it. Had to go get it. She knows the shot. The game clock is running down and just throws it up, says a prayer, and then the reaction from Scott Rueck and her teammates. Handles the contact, but as Ernie Kent will talk about in postgame, know the time and situation. The most important thing, get a shot up.
Wow, and her reaction. Oh my goodness. What a ball game, Mary Murphy.
And what a gallant effort from the Dons, who come from behind, down 17, to make this a tremendous ball game. But the 4 seed, Oregon State Beavers, move on to play number 1 Gonzaga.
Jersey Mike's a sub above player of the game. You don't have to score a lot of points to be our player of the game.
How about that? Twice this year, her family has come in from Australia to watch her play.
Kelsey Reese, quiet in the scoring department, has some boards, the 3 blocks, and then, Mary, the game winner. I don't think I've ever seen her jump so high when that ball went through.
And the first degreeer, Kennedy Schuler, who has won so many games on last-second shots. And there's the bracket, Ann.
Yeah, you're looking at it. I got to catch my breath. Oregon State surviving and advancing, and they will play top-seeded Gonzaga in the semifinals. Their ticket is stamped. 17-point lead goes by the wayside. USF grabs the lead. Worth fouls out. Back and forth we go. And then Kelsey.
Just a tremendous game, and the resiliency of both these squads. For Oregon State to take the comeback from San Francisco and come back. We talked about the last-second play call. It wasn't supposed to be Kelsey Reese on a drive. I guarantee you that.
Oh, baby. Jordan, you've got Kelsey. Oh, man, I wish I were there with you talking to her.
I wish you were here, too. I'm a little speechless. Happy March to you.
Hey,
Talk me to that last shot.
Look, I think the whole last quarter in my mind, I was like, it might not be your game, but it can be your moment. I think so many of my other teammates stepped up throughout the first 3 quarters and just really kept us in the game and put us ahead. And down the last stretch, I knew I was getting the ball, and I was like, okay. I stuffed it up, and I was like, okay, we're still here, have to get a shot up. And I've been trusted in a couple of those moments, haven't been able to get it to go down, and to have one go down and get my team to the next level, it's so nice. No overtime for us today.
No overtime. I was going to say, you guys have been in close games all season long. How has that prepared you for this moment?
Oh, definitely. I think we were calm. We knew that obviously we wanted to win it in regulation, but if we could just keep it tight and keep ourselves in it, we had faith down the stretch we could get it done. We've been really good all year finishing games, and that's something we're proud of, and it's a big thing in March because we know every team is good and every team wants to win. So, yeah.
Well, go catch your breath. Go celebrate.
Thank you. Go Beavs.
Wow, what a finish. What a finish. Fill in another side of the bracket. Oregon State defeating USF 61-59 in a thriller, a buzzer beater. Kelsey Reese, take a bow. The Beavers advance to the semifinals to face Gonzaga. For Mary and Jordan, our entire ESPN Plus broadcast crew, I'm Ann saying so long for now. Stay with us after the break for the WCC Championship Central Show right here on ESPN Plus. Beavers are dancing, Beavers are celebrating.
Financial. Well, Kelsey Reese made 1 field goal all game, and it's one she'll remember for the rest of her life. A game winner as the buzzer sounds. Oregon State advances in our quarterfinal in the win 61-59 over San Francisco. I'm Eric Rothman. That's Coach Ernie Kent. And Beavers head coach Scott Rueck joins us now. Coach, you had a 17-point lead. Comes down to the wire. Obviously not what you wanted to draw up in the second half, but what are your biggest takeaways coming out of your first game here at the West Coast Conference Championship?
Well, every day is going to be tough, and it's probably going to come down to a sideline out. That's just this time of year. And so I was so proud of the team, the way they fought today. Game 1, San Francisco's coming off a win yesterday, feeling good, accustomed to the arena. We're feeling it out for the first time. I loved that we stayed close early, and then we really got control in that second quarter. And nothing's easy this time of year. year, and so it gives, San Francisco all the credit in the world for coming back. You knew they would. They had a great defensive game plan. They always do. And so it kind of was what I expected it to be, a gritty, tough game, and fortunate to be sitting here with a W.
Well, you had so many close games. Seems like they're conditioned for this. I want to know that last play, though. Was it drawn up the way it came out?
No. I just told the team after the game, I go, well, nobody knows what it was, so we can use it again, and so it didn't quite go that way. Give them credit, loose ball, and then Kelsey, of course, made a play, and got to a shot. I thought about calling a timeout with about 3 seconds, but she put it on the floor and turned the corner, and I thought maybe could draw a foul, but what a dramatic finish, and like you said, for her first field goal, they did a great job on Kelsey today, and so I'm just so happy for her. That's what she came here to do.
I don't know who jumped higher, her or you, after that shot went in. That's pretty good athleticism still there and everything.
I got up. That was fun.
Well, Coach, I know that we talk about the top seeds a lot, right? Gonzaga has, really dominated this conference for quite a few years now. You guys are new to this conference. You split the season series with Gonzaga. The loss was an overtime loss. What can we look forward to tomorrow, and how do we use today to take into tomorrow's game?
Well, I think we just got our legs under us. It's been a week since we've played. It was just good to get out here and feel it out. And, then you evolve and you just try to get a little bit better going into tomorrow. Of course, they'll be fresh. They're a great team. We had 2 great battles with them. I mean, we were down 12 with 3 minutes to go at their place and found a way to win in overtime. And then at our place, it was a game that it just felt like a win for us. It just had that feel, and they came in, and I told Lisa after the game, I go, we stole one up there, you stole one here, is how it felt. And so, we'll look forward to round 3 tomorrow. It should be a great game.
Well, you've had a fantastic career. I'm just so impressed with what you've been able to accomplish, and hats off to you. Best of luck to you. I think you're going to get them, because I think you guys are rolling along at the right time.
I don't know.
There you go.
It should be a great game. I'll take that, but it'll be a great game. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate that.
Congrats, Coach. That's Scott Ruick, the Beavers head coach, as the game-winning shot by Kelsey Reese, and Oregon State advances. They will take on the top seed Gonzaga tomorrow. More from Championship Central, presented by Sterling Global Financial when we return.